to the stand, only she can, only Feehans. It's only Feehans.
Welcome back to another episode of OnlyFeehans with me, Kerryn Feehan. I just took my glutathione and drank my coconut water. So, what's glutathione? I eat 1 to 2 of these little packets every day. They taste like rotten eggs. But it's like just for like one gulp. It's one gulp of rotten eggs, you know? Like, what else are you doing that you can't just take a gulp of rotten eggs? This is where my head's at right now. It's not good to me.
What up, Kerryn?
Yeah, it's a very powerful antioxidant, and I feel like it, it's good, and I like it, and so I take it, and you can't stop me. Right after this, I'm going to go buy my vitamin C packets because I'm flying to Austin tomorrow. I am doing a quick set at the mothership in the Fat Man. That's the big boy room. Very excited. And I will be attending the Tires premiere event thing that they're doing. They're showing the first 2 episodes. This is the same thing they did in LA, and I also attended that. Am I in the first 2 episodes? Absolutely not. I know that for a fact.
But it's going to be nice to see all your friends shine in the first 2 episodes.
I mean, it's always good vibes with that crew. I'm excited to, I haven't been to Austin since when? December or something? It's been a while. I love it there. I'm just obviously going to stay at the Line. That's where I always stay. I'm going to get murdered. I'm like, I always stay at this hotel, and you can find me here. Come skin my body. Listen to this. Listen to this whirlwind. You guys are also probably wondering where Mabel is, and we'll get back to that. But I do have a whirlwind travel schedule coming up starting tomorrow with my flight that I got upgraded. I used to buy fucking first class plane tickets. And now I don't. I don't because I stay getting upgraded.
I get upgraded almost every flight.
How?
I go places no one wants to go. At times, no one wants to leave. Like, I got upgraded. I'm going to St. Louis. I'm leaving at 5 a.m. Yeah. I'm getting first class on that plane.
Let's go, Timmy. I love it. I love an early first class because then it's also, there's not a ton of pressure to go to the lounge because you're getting like breakfast and coffee in first class. So, and I like the coffee in first class. I like that little white mug. I think it's always really hot. Delta.
This first class is the nice first class.
Okay.
Because you're on a big plane, right?
Me, yes. Yeah.
I get just the one where it's a big chair.
Yeah, I know. Those are funny to me too. But you still also get, the ability to watch everyone walk by you and give them a look that says, I'm better than you.
And they look at me and they go, huh?
They look at you and they're like, did you pay extra for this big chair?
It's always weird, though, when you are looking at, because it'll be like, do you want to upgrade to the big chair for $900? And I'm like, no, I don't.
Like, I'm okay. I'll suffer.
But the nice first class is nice.
Yeah.
With the big TV. And are you in your own pod?
I don't know.
Okay, nice.
I've flown first class Delta to Austin before, and I remember it being quite enjoyable.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is so exciting.
I mean, I don't know if I talked about it at length, but I flew Delta One once.
Really? That's I was hanging out with famed comedian Jeff Arcuri.
Oh, he's probably Delta One-ing up and down the...
Absolutely,
up
but
and
he goes. This was right as he started his ascent into stardom, and he goes, "I'm going to have like $1 million in a year," and I was like, "That's pretty cool." I want 1 million airline miles.
Yeah, miles.
And he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I love when you use your miles and they send you a congratulations email. They're like, "Good job on using the money that you spent, kind of already."
So what all was in Delta One?
Oh. I mean, what wasn't in Delta One? You get there, and I took like a red-eye Delta One to Italy.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so it was like I had dinner on the plane, and then I went right to sleep, and I woke up in Italy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Does it go fully back? Does it like?
Yep,
wow.
lays all the way down, and you can shut this door so nobody can fucking talk to you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you're the size where you can really take advantage of having like a full bed.
Oh, I fell right to sleep. And I was like, it was morning, and she was like, morning, would you like breakfast? And I'm like, am I in Italy? She's like, are you 10 years old?
Is this little girl's parent somewhere on the plane?
Am I in Italy? Where am I? And then I proceeded to leave my passport on the plane.
Oh, no.
Because I don't know if you've ever met me, but I'm the type of person that I like to trash whatever environment I'm in the second I get into it. So that little pod, that was my studio apartment. I was finding little nooks to shove shit. I was like, look at this. I'll put this over here. I'll put this up here. I put my chain wallet with all of the things I needed, including my passport, just right in a little nook.
Nice.
And then when everybody was deplaning, like, we get to deplane a special way, but like there was a sense of urgency that was like, get off the plane. The rich people can't linger here. Rich people aren't like, goodbye, pod. I loved what we had. Like, get off the fucking plane. So whatever. I can't blame anyone but yourself.
Did they let you back on the plane?
No. So the second I realized it, you know, when you're leaving an airport and there's like those signs that are like, past this fucking thing, you can't go back in.
Yes.
It was like that, but in Italian. So like,
And is it just an Italian guy with his fist up?
yeah, he's like, oh. So then I went and found like the nicest guy with the nicest mustache, and I was like, I left my passport on the plane. And so he like contacted the airline crew and that was cleaning, and they found it, but then they had to bring it to Lost and Found. I had to fill out this claim that it was mine. Yeah, but I got to meet all the cute police officers, and they were all very cute. And then the customs line that I would have had to wait it in, they let me cut right to the front.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, did I maybe lose a little bit of time? Yeah, but they didn't make me like wait in the back of the line.
That's cool. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Have you ever done this one? Micah and I, we were in the lounge. The lounge enters onto the plane.
Oh, that's like a Delta One usually has that.
Oh, really?
I think so.
This was, I can't remember what airport we were in, but it was just, had the lucky gate.
Oh, so, it's right there.
And our gate opened into the lounge, so we had like an extra area where we could just go straight from the lounge
Chicago
into the plane.
Like that?
It might have been Chicago. I don't know where we were. I can't remember.
Because I remember one that's like really close to the gate, but that wasn't exact. But that's really cool.
It was awesome. It was that. Micah was like, I never want to sit with any of this trash ever again. It's like, I never want to go out into the regular airport again.
I know. I do love the lounge. I mean, my flight's boarding at 6:20, but you might see me at 5 a.m. in the lounge getting some eggs.
Micah brings little bags. There's pros and cons to dating a Jewish woman.
Yeah.
And one of the pros is that she brings little bags to the lounge and then brings us food onto the plane.
What like little plastic bags?
Yeah, like little Ziploc bags.
You know, I could bring like doggy like poop bags and just be like yoink 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 with the muffins.
Yeah, that's what she does. She takes all the pastries.
I want to catch her doing that.
Hey, you're taking those onto the plane.
I just want to like whisper in her ear. It's like, are you short on muffins? Like I want to like sound like a rich snobby lady. It's like, those muffins are for here, not for later.
I see someone's in the lounge for the first time.
That all the attendants come up. Happy lounge, happy birthday in that lounge. They put a crown on her head. I want my next birthday in the Delta Lounge.
That would be so sick.
That would be.
How I don't know if this ever happens to you. Have you ever had it where you run in to a comedian you know in the lounge?
Yeah.
Do you talk to them or do you try to mind your own business?
I've had multiple experiences like this.
Yeah.
Like I've had bump-ins with comics who I was like strong acquaintances before, and then like the lounge bump-in like brought us to the next level. And we were closer. I've had times where it's like, I saw you, you saw me, no thank you. And we hat down. Sometimes it's like not even like that we dislike each other. It's just either too early or somebody's like involved.
Right.
You know, I used to have like, I don't do it anymore. I'm off headphones.
No more headphones.
I'm also trying to write a joke about it that I've tried once and is terrible. There's nothing there. It's me reaching for, it's me yelling at the audience like, what's not funny about me not wearing headphones? You guys are weird.
Would we all have our headphones in right now?
Oh, you guys look like you have boogers in your ears with your fucking ear pods. Oh, what are you, a DJ with your over-the-ear beats, you dorks? And they're just like, shut up, old lady. Like, you probably can't wear headphones anymore because the voice is in your head.
But yeah, the too early makes sense because I was in Indianapolis. I saw Miss Pat, who I'm good friends with. I've known for over a decade.
Nice.
And I was like, it's 6:30 in the morning. I know her ass does not want to fucking talk to me. So I was
having
like,
that awareness is clutch. Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to say hi. But
some people won't let you out of a conversation.
No.
Some people, and I mean, this building that I live in, I'm not overtly friendly, but like I've made a couple friends.
Sure.
But some people, like, they will trap you in a convo and you have to just physically walk away. That's my trick. Sometimes, like, and I walked away, and like the person, you could tell they still want to talk to me, and I don't have anything to do, but I'll make it sound urgent. I'm like, I gotta go get a smoothie.
Yeah.
Like, you can't talk to me for 5 more minutes. Like, you're getting a smoothie. I gotta go. I'm just like, I keep moving. I
am that guy that you have to walk away from when I'm hammered. I remember I was drunk out of my mind. And my buddy just goes, okay, and just left. And I go, what a good move. I was like, I was not going to stop talking.
I had no intention of stopping talking.
No.
Yeah, I think I'm always just like trying to leave on a high note. So I Irish exit quite frequently.
Yeah, that's a good move.
Drew and I disagree about it because his thing is, he's like, what if it's the last time you ever see him?
So what?
And my argument is, I'm like, are you telling me that this entire relationship with this individual, you've been forgettable? And if you don't make them remember you right now, like, that's on you. Like, have a stronger bond with this person.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to, like, make a ceremonial, whatever, goodbye when you're leaving their cookout. Like, just go. You like, if you have to go and handshake everybody at the end, that tells me you left little to no impact while you were there. You were a fucking wallflower during the party. Why go? This is a fun debate.
I like both sides because I'll Irish goodbye, but then if I get drunk, it becomes less and less Irish because then I want to talk to everyone because I want to continue to talk. That's my problem is I want to continue to talk. So
that's an Irish. Do you have to let it linger?
Yeah. Now, we used to have a buddy where we would tell him 30 minutes before we wanted to leave so that he could make his goodbyes to everyone in the party.
Start doing it, yeah.
But an Irish goodbye, I think Drew's wrong.
Me too. He obviously is.
But it also doesn't, like, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, this is just, and I'm not saying I was never a say goodbye to everybody at the party type of person. I went through a phase, I think, and I do think it was during my drinking days when it was like, yeah, it was almost like the goodbyes were like the second act of my party.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, now I'm going to go and fucking remind them of what I said 10 minutes ago before I fucking leave. Like, remember when I dominated at Flip Cup, you guys? Bye. I'm like, you didn't really dominate at saying Flip Cup. You fucking loser. Get out. We thought you left already.
Here's how you know you did a good job at the party. If people text you, did you leave?
Yes. I would get a lot of those. I would get a lot of just, you left? Question mark.
Yes, you suck. Goodbye.
Yeah. Schoolboy Q was mad that I left his green room.
Really?
Yeah, I told him I had to go walk my dog, and then he left me a voice message saying, why you gotta walk your gay dog? You're gay. He was drunk. But
that's pretty cool.
He was mad.
Oh, damn.
He was in a blackout, though.
But it's still cool that you made Schoolboy Q mad that you left his green room.
Yeah, I was a good hang that night. Yeah. I hadn't smoked pot, I think, in like a few months. But then I was like, what am I not going to smoke pot? I think it's Schoolboy Q's green room. Of course.
Right.
And then I was silly and fun.
That's great.
But I can't leave my girl Mabel. I'll never.
She needs her mom. She's a strong.
That was a concert night for me. Like I went to a concert in Brooklyn. Like Mabel had been home for almost 5 hours.
Damn.
We had to go. Anyway, but okay. So back to my travel week. I don't know why. Nobody fucking cares. But Austin, I come back, and then I'll come back Thursday night. Friday, I have a wedding in Long Island. Glen Cove.
Glen Cove, Long Island. I thought you were like, I'm going to Glenn Close's wedding.
I'm going to see her get married finally at
Albert
85 years
Nobbs.
old. Is she married?
No, but
Oh.
she played a guy, Albert Nobbs. I think it's Glen Cove,
All right.
Long Island.
Yep, I'm excited about that. That's going to be a good time. That's a D-MILF wedding. You know the food is going to be mwah. Shit, I got to get a fucking card, an envelope. Throw some dollar bills in it.
Damn, absolutely.
Or maybe I'll peep the registry and just do it that way and bring nothing. Sorry, it was a hair. I got it, you guys. It was like it was so bad. It was really bothering me.
Do you get a +1? Are you bringing Drew to the wedding?
Drew gets let off the hook for a lot of these events because he's still growing himself.
Ladies, I would absolutely love to bring my boyfriend, but he is still in his cocoon.
Drew has a show in Austin. It's Thursday, so it'll be yesterday when this is out. So he has a show with the boys in Austin, like the day after. We're like ships in the night, me and Drew going to Austin. So that's why he was not pressured to attend the wedding. Although he was told about it and was open to it in the beginning. But then, I don't need a reluctant wedding date either. Like, and he's not going to know anybody except me. Like, he knows a couple of the dog moms, and I love Drew. Great guy. Very, like, charismatic and all that. But this is a big ask. A whole wedding.
A whole wedding in Long Island with it. And then he's got to talk to a bunch of dog dads, too.
Yeah, and it's just like I'm meeting a lot of these people for the first time, too. So, I'm going to be a different Kerryn. I'm going to be, like, extra charming Kerryn.
You're going to be on.
I can't not be on. It's my girl's getting married. Like, I'm going to be on. I'm going to be dancing. I think it's funny. Emma, she works in construction, and a couple of the guys she worked with, asked, they're like, does Kerryn have a +1? Can I be Kerryn's +1?
Oh, really?
Yeah, so looking forward to meeting those guys.
Some big burly construction guys.
We'll see. They're like, are you the scheduling for the construction company?
But it's never too tough, though, when you're a dude, because you can always, if you know anything about sports, normally you can get along with, 3 dudes at a party.
Yeah, but I don't. Am I supposed to be?
I'm talking about Drew.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, Drew can strike up a conversation. He would have been fine. I think he would have. I would have found him a buddy that was that he could go smoke blunts with.
Yeah.
It would have been fine. But he's traveling. He's a busy guy.
Drew, I found you your blunt play date partner for the wedding.
Can your boyfriend play with my boyfriend? Do they smoke blunts? So, yeah, but then I will be meeting Drew in Cleveland Saturday, and then we're supposed to do a show in Pittsburgh, but I got to talk to him about that show. And then Hilarities, we've been pushing Hilarities. This will be the final time I mention Hilarities on this podcast. So get out there and buy tickets Sunday, June 8th. Kerryn Elizabeth Feehan, Drew Montana featuring, somebody hosting, that's for sure.
It's going to be a great show.
It's going to be a great show.
Hilarities is a great club.
It's a great club. They got great steak. I'm looking forward to eating some steak. And then we're back. And we get Mabel back, and everything will go back to normal and settle down. But this week is a little, Wednesday through Monday is a little all over the place.
That's a lot. It's a lot of shit.
We can do it, though.
No, you'll be fine. But Mabel's going to be back. She's going to be a brand new military dog.
Shout out to my canine's keeper. Yeah. That's where she is.
She's at my canine's keeper. I like that.
Yeah. These people are real dog people. They train professional, security dogs and protection dogs, they're called. And when we were working with Justin Silver, we did some of the bite work. Did I tell you this already?
Yeah, you said she had a very centered bite.
Very centered. And then when we kept working with the e-collar, when I heard recall is getting better and better. And when I say, Mabel, come, she instinctively comes to my side and sits without me really telling her. So we're going to really, get that even more drilled. And she is going to be a different dog when she comes back. And we're going to keep working with our e-collar and we're going to keep, progressing her forward.
That's good. Mabel is such a good girl and she is very smart and she just needs the structure.
Mabel needs, she just needs to know that my words have consequences and they're not just kind of all right, whatever. No, I'm going to eat this fucking squirrel. What are you going to, you can't stop me. So the thing that an educator collar does, it's almost when your mom yells at you when you're a little kid, right? And
Mm-hmm.
she's like, come in. You're like playing in the yard. And you're like, I'm not fucking coming in. You're just coming. And then she comes and taps on your shoulder and says, come in. And maybe you're a good kid. Maybe that's enough for you to turn around and come in.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're Mabel.
Maybe you're Mabel and your ball's still out in the yard.
So you're like, get the fuck over here. So that's what the educator collar does.
Well, that's good. I'm excited. I'm excited about Mabel's growth as a dog.
And the educator collar, like what I'm saying, this metaphor of like, get the fuck over here. Like all it takes is one time, right? You say, get the fuck over here.
Yeah.
And then the next time you say come, she's like, all right, I'm coming. God. I knew that's what you wanted the whole time. This is Mabel.
I miss when my mom used to let me eat squirrels.
Did you see the video? So one of the second time I was using like the stim setting on her e-collar, which is like the higher setting. We're out, we're doing some recall stuff, and she sees a pigeon and she's locked in. So I'm like, Mabel, come. Mabel, come. It's in her mouth, right? So,
Yeah.
but I'm doing the progression because I'm not just gonna fucking electrocute her. I'm gonna give her the chance.
Right.
Mabel, come. Pigeons.
Yeah.
I do a little vibrate. Mabel, come. Fuck that. Vibrate's not doing shit. So
I want blood.
the third one, I give her like the stim thing, and she's like, all right. And she comes back over, feathers coming out of her mouth. I have a video. The pigeon lived. It flew away.
Wow.
But yeah, I have a video.
Oh,
of
they
this.
got a ton of feathers.
I know. I think she just got through like maybe one layer.
Yeah.
She's sitting like feathers everywhere. She looked like a little Santa.
Micah was horrified one day when Toe got a bird.
Oh, Toe's been getting birds forever, though.
But this was like the first bird,
Okay.
and there were feathers
Everywhere.
everywhere. And she had feathers all in her mouth. And Micah's like, what? I was like, "Grr."
You're like, go.
I was like, I love this motherfucker.
See, like that, like Mabel could, like a rat could never live in here. Mabel kills flies.
Oh, yeah. Toe is giving up on flies.
She's done.
She's done with flies, but we have a rat or something that lives in our
You
ceiling.
hear it scratching.
You can hear it scratching when you're in the basement, and Toe is
Onto it.
she's got her head up, she's looking everywhere.
She'll find the hole.
Yeah, she'll get it. If it's in there, she'll get it.
If it's ever brave enough to come out, she'll fucking get it.
So Mabel will squish her. She'll take a rat out.
She let me squish a rat, but her fly thing,
Yeah.
somehow she like sits very still and waits for them. And because I've seen her do it, like, and you'll think she's not hunting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She'll think she's like really quietly sitting, and then all of a sudden you'll see like, bzz, and then she'll like, and then sometimes it must go up her nose or something, and she'll like, but yeah, she'll even kill a fly. But she killed a baby rat.
Ugh.
I mean, listen, baby rats become big rats.
That they do, and you don't want them around. Plus, it's probably better that she kills a baby rat than a big rat because it probably has less poison in its
Diseases.
blood.
I know. And she didn't like bite it. She like smushed it with her nose to death.
Yeah.
She was like, "You're out of here."
I do a bit about it, but it is real. Toe whacked a rat so hard with her paw that the rat's head bounced off the ground and blood shot out of the rat's ear.
Fuck.
I watched it all happen.
You should animate that. Like, you should see if someone can animate that. That's so cool.
It was awesome, and Micah was out writing a show for Netflix supporting our family, and I FaceTime her, and I'm just FaceTiming the rat in blood, and she's like, what, Tim, what, why, what? She's like, I'm at work, and I was like, Toe did it, and when I said Toe did it, she goes, oh,
good girl.
She's always mad at me until I'm like, well, look what Toe's doing, and she's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know, I can never be mad at Mabel. I miss her. It's weird. It's like, it's obviously weird, and I hate it, and I miss my best friend / daughter, but the time, the amount of time that I feel like I have now,
Yeah.
like today, like, so I went to see Drew last night because I'm a good girlfriend and I had my period, and I didn't make him my period sex with me because he doesn't like it, but I did blow him to completion. So fucking gold star girlfriend over here.
That's great.
And
Congratulations to you.
thank you so much. And he also mentioned that I did a really good job and did not complain.
Thanks, Care. Real good job. Didn't complain. I'm going to bed.
So he's also been doing like manual labor this week, which really turns me on. I'm like, I want to be like one of those Mexican wives who like packs you a lunch.
Getting arrested on my street while I was on my way here.
But so I even coming back, typically, if I would ever like stay there, I would have to relieve whoever would watch Mabel, and then I would have to walk Mabel. And I was able to entertain my neighbors, Joe and Sarah List today, Sarah Tolmash, at the pool for a few hours. Where again, normally it would be like Mabel in out, Mabel in out. Can I do this? Do I have time to eat? Can I? And it was just kind of like, oh, I don't have to keep going back to my apartment.
Yeah.
I can just stay out in the wild.
So you got to hang with the List Tolomash family today?
Yes. It was great seeing them. They have fun in the pool. They're adding a lot of like security measures to like my pool, which is annoying. Like they're making us use the fob to come back in, like just to use the bathroom. So I complained about that, Gateway, and I will be complaining again. It's stupid.
Yeah. What are they trying to crack down on people just being at the pool? Do you have to schedule time at the pool?
You have to make a reservation, or you can be a walk-in, but you still have to like know the name and apartment number of like somebody who lives here.
Okay.
Like technically, like I'm supposed to accompany my guests.
Yeah.
And I, for the most part, do. But you know, there's times where I think I probably told them like my guests are coming, just let them in.
Yeah.
But they're trying to make us use our fob to come back in to use the bathroom. It's fucking insane.
That's annoying.
Anyway. I'm sure that's what will be all the comments about. You fucking pay to use your pool? Fucking stupid idiot. You don't get it. This is Manhattan. You don't get it. My rent's going up in September.
Oh, no. Mm-hmm. Everyone in Tampa's like, I have a full fence around my pool. So
You live in Tampa, though. You live in Tampa.
Do you know how much your rent's going up?
No. My friend... Lawyer Heather the lawyer, she knows that they can only raise it a certain percentage. She's like a real estate lawyer vibes.
Nice.
Housing lawyer? She's one of them. Yeah. I joke and I say that she kicks immigrants out of their houses all day, but she doesn't. That's a joke. That's a goof.
That's a joke. She actually keeps them in there.
I know.
So thank her, everyone.
The other day she told me she's like, I've been barreling through cases because I want to get out to the pool. And I was like, Heather, these are people's lives you're locking up. These are innocent children you're locking up. And she's like, no, I'm not.
I might need to get Heather in on my damn lawsuit.
Yeah. What's it for? Your neck because you picked up your cat?
No,
I'm suing
Micah and Toe. My place that I used to live in Crown Heights, I'm still on the lease because we're suing the landlord because they overpriced the building for the neighborhood.
Yeah, they did.
And
I can connect you guys.
But we are suing them now. I've been suing them for like 6 years. Like if Micah ever ditches me, I can go back to Crown Heights and live for free. But it's bad.
It's bad though.
It's at the end of the 4.
Ooh. The last stop on the 4?
It's the last stop on the 4.
What stop is that?
Utica?
Yeah.
It's not. It's where the East Indian Parade is every year.
Not Utica.
Whenever the East Indian Parade would happen, I would go to Long Island City and stay with Micah for the weekend because people would get shot.
Oh my God.
People were always getting shot behind my house.
I lived like deep off the yellow line, like Ditmars.
Okay, in Astoria?
No.
Oh.
I said the wrong word. Cortelyou. I did live off Ditmars for a while. Cortelyou's in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
Cortelyou?
Near Bay Ridge?
Yeah, it's like on the way to Bay Ridge.
Okay,
Not quite Bay Ridge, but deep.
Yeah.
And like right around the train, there was really good restaurants. Actually, there was like four of them.
Yeah.
And but then I was like dating a guy, and then we kept breaking up. This was the actor. We would break up, and I would get my own place. And my poor parents would like help me with money, and like my dad would like carry a mattress up a room, and then a week later, I'd just be like back at my ex's place. Just like terrible behavior. Sorry about that, Dad.
Yeah, there's some good like. West African restaurants and like Caribbean places over there, but it's like it's just not. There's just like it doesn't have like a good feeling, you know, when you go to a neighborhood in New York.
You want it to be white.
No, not even that. There's just like people aren't even out on the like in my. Well, yes. No, but even in my neighborhood in Bushwick, people are out on the streets having fun,
right?
And it's like
lively,
People are just like kind of fucking pissed in that neighborhood. They're like,
not a lot of upward mobility.
No, And then like right over on President Street are gigantic mansion houses that Hasidics live in.
Oh.
Yeah. So you go like 3 streets up and it's just a street of mansions that are just, and it looks like you've gone to the suburbs.
Yeah.
Because they have like driveways
Right.
and their whole houses.
That's
and,
like when I lived in Bushwick and I would just walk over to Ridgewood. I'm like, oh, there's like, this is the burbs.
Yeah.
Like, you guys all have driveways.
Yeah.
And cars.
Ridgewood is kind of nice.
Ridgewood is nice.
Yeah.
I would, because Ernest and I would go on epic walks, and we would walk all around Ridgewood. And I would think sometimes, I'm like, do I just slide over here? Do I just find a husband and get a minivan and just live in Ridgewood?
We were looking at buying, I'm saying we strongly. Micah was looking at buying a house in Ridgewood, but it's still like, it would be a lot of work for me to fix, and it was still like $1.3 million.
But what did the monthly work out to? Less than what you paid now? Or?
No, it was like double what we pay now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it wouldn't have been double, but it was like almost $5,500 a month
Okay.
to own the place, and the place was everything, and it was old.
Really?
But it was all wood paneled, which I love,
Okay.
and Micah thinks is disgusting.
Oh,
but
that's good.
I love it. But
what was it? Like a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom?
yeah, it was like a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom
stories?
with a backyard and like a full like basement for storage. So, but it's still one
Drew
of those
and I have been
things.
looking at properties, and when I say Drew and I mean Drew sends me links, and I look at them, and I go, "Yeah, I could afford this."
Yeah, Drew's your agent.
Yeah, I'm like, I could afford this.
But yeah, Micah looks at places. We were gonna get in with Jeff Sheen and his wife,
Okay.
and buy.
And then what? Like, do it like an Airbnb? What do you mean?
No, well, they live on one floor,
I
and then
see.
we live on the top
That's
floor,
an
and then
idea.
we own the place. And then Micah was like,
I
"Do
don't
we
trust
want to
him.
live with Jeff Sheen?" And I was like, "Well, he's my best friend." She goes, "Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, no way.
That's not good."
No way. You guys are like, we'll just sleep together on this floor.
Yeah, Micah's like, "It's gonna end up being me and Chelsea, and then you and Jeff having your own apartment."
Yep. The boys' floor and the girls' floor.
Yeah,
That does sound kind of fun.
it does sound fun, but yeah, it's tough because it's like you want to own something, but then your estimated like payments and then you got to pay into HOA. It ends up being like $7,000 a month,
Yeah.
and you're trying to make it cheaper on yourself, in general.
Yeah. I think I want to, just buy a house and get some goats. And I follow like Equestrian Vogue or something. And they have this picture, like this moving video image. What am I saying? And it's like a horse house. And it's just like this open layout
Yeah,
with these gorgeous views. And everything is just stunning, all the furniture. And then there's just horses that walk in and out.
I would love to do that. I'm very allergic to horses. You and Mike?
I am too.
Really?
But I like horses anyways.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. You and Mike, that's Micah. Micah's like, what if we just had a farm?
Get some alpaca, start
Yeah.
knitting some sweaters, dude. We collect these little chickens' eggs. We get some goats. We make goat cheese, goat milk, goat whatever else.
Goat meat,
Whatever it secretes.
shawarma.
No, I don't want to eat the goats. So you get a few goats. You
Yeah.
don't let them breed, and then you milk them for cheese and soap.
Sure. Well, so this is a goat-run household you're trying to do.
But then you also, and Drew told me this, you rent them out to people to mow their lawns.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, and then you just let the goats rip.
Rip the grass out of their lawns?
Like, there's no way it looks good, though. Like, there's no way it looks better than a mower. Like, a mower's going to do a nice, even job. Like, you're telling me these goats are like, that's 1 centimeter off. That was my goat voice.
I like it.
So, yeah, and then that concludes that talk of travel. Oh, I'm on the first or second day of my moon cycle right now, people. Not that you care, men, you fuckers. I took a strength training class on Monday, and I just was like sluggish because of my moon cycle. And my teacher even was like, Kerryn, what's up? And I was like, I have my period. And she sent me this video, and it's like a man working out next to a woman, and the man's just like consistently doing squats and lifting shit. It's like week 1, consistent. Week
I
2,
like that.
same. Yeah, I bet you like that. And then the woman, it's like week 1, follicular phase, fucking mad, throws weight.
This is why you guys can't be presidents.
Week 2, fucking globular phase or whatever. Feels strong, throws weight. It's so annoying.
That really does suck.
Sailboat.
Oh, shit.
Did you see that I cleaned half of my window?
I did see that you cleaned half of your window. It looks good.
I don't know how to clean these.
Did you get the Allen wrench that I told you to get?
No.
I should have brought.
I got a bunch of wrenches. So maybe one of my wrenches will fit.
Maybe. Remind me next week if
you
one
just
of
go
them...
Allen, and then it stands up.
Yes, that's what it does. Remind me next week. I'll bring my Allen wrench kit.
Allen and the Chipmunks.
Allen and the Chipmunks. You go, Allen. That was good.
Thank you.
Damn it! I didn't see that fucking sailboat.
Airlines in America. Shut up. I don't care. I'm not afraid to fly. Nobody can make me.
What are you excited about? I know you're going to the premiere. You've been to it before. You're not in the episodes, but is there anything you're excited for in Austin?
Well, I'm wondering maybe I can do. I love Uchi in Austin.
What is Uchi?
It's a really good sushi place.
Oh, nice.
But I probably won't have time to do a dinner because I'll do the event. I think the event thing, or whatever. I think it's like early start, like 7 or 8, and then my spot's at 11:15, I think, and Fat Man. So I don't think I'll ever do. I won't be able to do dinner or anything Wednesday, but perhaps Thursday I will go for lunch. Where I like to stay, the Line Hotel has a great taco spot attached right to it. Micah knows it. Micah turned me onto the Line. I used to stay at Zaza. Oh, one time I stayed at the Proper, the Proper, Austin Proper, which was like, this is the best hotel. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. There was no room at the pool. The room wasn't that big. No room at the pool. Everybody, you know what I did? I liked the Gus Van Zant. But if you are a sun lover like myself and you're going to the Gus Van Zant, just be warned that the sun doesn't hit because of the way it's situated on the pool until after 11 a.m. So just don't be like me and like one of these early birds who's like, I'm going to get out there at 9 and get some rays because it won't be there for you.
Wait, is the hotel is named after the film director?
I don't think I'm saying it right.
Okay.
If you look up Hotel Gus Van Zant, hold on, let's find out the real name.
So the show you're on, is it is it just like the comics of Tire show, or is it just a regular?
Oh, it'll just be a mothership show.
Oh,
I think.
nice. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh.
I just got a text that said, reset your Venmo password, but I didn't try to reset my Venmo password. Is somebody trying to hack me?
I don't know. Check your Venmo. I would open your Venmo, see if you can open it. That would be my number one go-to on that. I get a thing where people call me about a loan that I have applied for, which I have not applied for, and they call me every day about it.
These fucking scams. Like, I can't.
Is your Venmo still openable?
Yeah.
Then you should be good.
All right. Sorry, looking at dresses my friend sent me.
This is good. It's good. I'll just put the dresses up during the long quiet period.
Well, wait till you see the dress I'm wearing to the wedding. It's so fun. It kind of looks like a kimono, and it has one big bow on it right here. And it's short because I'm short, so you can't shame me into wearing a long dress. I can't do it. I'm going to trip. I'm going to fall. I get lost in the dress. They're like, where is she? Where is she? Get all this dress out of the way. Let's see some Kerryn.
As a short, I don't know anything about fashion or dressing.
What?
Thank you. But is a short dress like a faux pas at a wedding?
I think it's sort of perceived as less formal than a floor-length gown.
Gotcha.
But I always try to find the short dress if I can figure it out. Like my like Hillary and Julio's wedding, I found a really fun, and that wedding was so fun because it was around the holidays, and so the theme, they were like formal, festive. So I found this short little navy blue dress that just had these like big chunky sparkle things all over it.
Oh, that's great.
Another wedding, Drew did not come with me, too.
That was like all the dudes were in like black tie tuxedos for Julio's. That was nice.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah.
His dad was so funny. He was walking around. He would walk up to Julie and goes, yeah, where's the Coke?
Oh, I didn't tell it. We talk about it on this week's episode of Great Hang. Okay. I don't know if Mike had told you this.
What?
So we've had guys dealing drugs on our stoop recently.
Oh.
New fat guy.
You should charge them like whatever fee.
A service fee?
Yeah.
Fat guy passed out, left his bag of heroin sitting out with like 30 already parsed out, distributable, like,
oh, wow. Intent to sell.
Yes. And Micah picked it up and brought it in the house. And
of course she did.
And myself and Tommy McNamara.
She's like, these will go great with the muffins from the lounge.
Myself and Tommy McNamara were making AI commercials for our job.
Okay.
And she comes downstairs with a big bag of drugs and she was like, what do you think I should do with this? And we were like, put it back.
Mike is such a little pack rat.
What the hell?
What was her plan?
I don't know. She's like, look at all these drugs.
Oh, my God.
She goes, the guy was just sitting next to it all passed out like a fucking dumbass.
So she scoops it?
Yeah. It was on our porch.
I know, but like, I'm not touching anything.
She's crazy.
That a passed out person is on. Micah. I bet she saw dollar signs and she was like, I could probably fucking sell some of this shit.
Listen, like 4 years ago, maybe I would have had someone that I knew that I could have just been like, hey, here's a bunch of this. It's already parsed out for you.
You're welcome.
We've done all of the work. Now give me $2,000, please.
All the legwork. Now you go do all the vein work.
But it was crazy. She's just like,
I don't even know what heroin looks like.
I mean, it's like a white powder.
Oh, okay.
It was just a little white powder in little, just little tubes, like tubes. And then they had the little, I don't even know what they're called, but the papers and stuff that you like soak it in with it. So they came.
I've never done heroin.
I have once on accident. Wow. I thought it was ecstasy and I snorted it.
Oh my God.
And then I just kind of chilled.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Nap time.
Yeah.
There was a guy at the Philly train station this morning because I was, getting my iced coffee and French cruller before my train ride. Mm-hmm. And I guess I didn't mean to, but the guy in front of me, he was like just at the register for so long until and I look and he's like slumped over and I just, out of my mouth, I was like, oh, this guy's just doping out right here. And the girl's like, next please, walk around. I'm like, all right, but he's holding up the line.
Damn, was this like near Kensington?
I know, it was just a regular 30th Street station.
Wow.
Yeah, that station has some smells to it, and there's some pockets of drug abuse.
I like the Amtrak. That's the Amtrak train?
Yeah.
I like the Amtrak train, but a lot of the times the places you got to get on the Amtrak, and Philly's a big city, but in like smaller towns.
Oh, they're desolate and scary sometimes.
Yes.
I've done that too. And a train has been delayed. Actually, when I was shooting tires, I think the time that I went to just do the voiceover, it was like a rural Pennsylvania Amtrak pickup, and the train kept getting delayed, and it was me and a couple lesbians and a nerdy guy, and we're like, when did the train ever come? Like, we were like huddling together. It was cold. I remember it was like winter, and I was thinking in my head, like, I am rich. I'm getting a fucking Uber. But then
lesbians, nerd, come with me.
Come with me. We'll go to Manhattan in a big SUV. But then I remember production paid for my Amtrak ticket, so there was just something in me that made me think, just take the fucking train.
Yeah. That's the Amtrak. The reason it gets delayed all the time is because they are leasing the railroad from
the Chinese who built it.
That's right, from the opium dens of China. From the oil companies.
Oh,
so whenever a train carrying oil or something has to go,
first dibs.
They get first dibs on the railroad. They get to cut the
line.
Yeah,
but they never announced that on the thing. They're always lying to us. They'll be like, "Hey, there's some black guy with no shoes running on the tracks, so we got to stop for a while." I'm like, "What? Can't we just shoo that guy out of here?"
There's a contest on the tracks right now between John Henry and the.
We are delayed. There's a duel happening. Right on the railroad tracks. We're like, oh, heavens to Betsy. That dang woman is tied to the railroad tracks again. It's going to delay us.
Sorry, everybody. A man with a very long mustache is looking very villainous on the tracks, tying a woman to it. We're going to be here for a while. Have you ever eaten any of the Amtrak food?
Yeah, like it's poison. I won't stop. I've had their hot dogs multiple times.
Oh, I love their hot dogs.
Of course you do.
I think they're so good.
A hot dog on a grill is one thing. It's crispy on the outside. It's, it has that char, like mustard relish. It's good. A microwaved hot dog that comes in a plastic bag on Amtrak is disgusting. And I've had about 20 in my life.
They have their sausage biscuit that they microwave.
Yeah.
Has
the way that guy pushes those buttons.
It has the texture of like a gummy bear mixed with a marshmallow.
Yeah.
And I love it.
It's gross.
I had like 5 of them one day when I was hungover. I was going from Chicago to Indianapolis.
5 of them.
And I was out drinking in Chicago till 4 in the morning. And my train was at like 6. And I was just sat in there and just ate so many. I spent like $46.
That guy was like, here he comes again. Like, I'm not tipping you this time, sir. I just want the food.
I don't have enough money for tips, just a sandwich this time.
I had a sandwich going to Philly. Turkey, Asiago cheese.
All right.
Something, a descriptive lettuce, but it was just lettuce. There was a descriptor before it. I remember thinking that, like, a little lettuce. It was just
non-salmonella.
Something, yeah, stupid. And then they go cranberry mayo, which sounded delicious.
Yeah.
But the gross big bread that they use is so thick and porous.
Sure.
The cranberry, Michael will know exactly what I'm talking about. It just sunk right into the bread. There was no taste of it at all. And I didn't want so much bread. I really just wanted the turkey and the cheese.
Yeah.
But I was excited for the hint of this cranberry mayo. Lies. Girl next to me was traveling with a cat. She's like, are you allergic to cats? I'm like, yup. Keep it in that little sack. But then I wanted to connect with her about the sandwich. I wanted to show her the thing. I wanted to show her the side of my bread, but it was too late.
Yeah, man. I do love the Amtrak. We were talking about just how comfortable it is, but the prices are...
It's weird. Since I've been taking it out like more frequently, you can hit cheap fares though.
Yeah.
Like they do pop up. They do happen. It's like they're like at off-peak time and usually the regional slower trains. But like they go so frequently that like, yeah, the Excella that leaves at 9 on the dot, it's going to be like like 170, 280, whatever. You see like some like first class tickets for $460.
Yeah.
But the regional that's leaving at like 9:20 for the guy who doesn't care if he gets fired.
Yeah.
Like,
sure.
You know what I like? That's
Yeah.
like a $65 train.
Yeah.
So, and even sometimes $45. And since I've been, again, doing this trip quite a bit, for the man I adore, I've been getting a lot of points.
Oh, nice.
So I'm racking up Amtrak points left and right. Sometimes you just hit that little toggle. That's a free round trip right there. I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it.
Yeah.
At one point, I'm not even joking, I had like 40,000 Amtrak points. I took like a bunch.
It's like you and an Amish family with 40,000 Amtrak points.
Did you see those guys move that barn?
No.
All the Amish guys met up and they moved a barn like 80 feet. Like there's like 800 of them and they picked it up and moved it.
Talk about raising a barn. Have you done this is my last Amtrak question. We're also at like 46 minutes.
Good, because I get to pee.
Have you done the ride from New York to Montreal in the fall?
No.
I guess it's supposed to be incredible, and they have like a full train, like viewing car where you can see all of the foliage and shit.
Is that more expensive?
Yes, I think it is, but it's supposed to be like one of the most beautiful train rides in the...
All right, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it.
All right. I'm trying to get Micah to do it. We just never do it, but I want to do it. I would like to do it.
All right, do it.
We'll all do it. We'll get Drew. It'll be a nice time.
Yeah, we'll get Drew. This is me and Micah treating our autistic boyfriend to a train ride. This is a little on the nose, people.
Drew, you can smoke blunts in this one.
He wants blunts. He's so cute. All right, let's wrap this up so I can get my vitamin C. Subscribe, like, Tim, you say some stuff.
I have a set out for Cracked.
That's right. So funny.
Oh,
We should
thank
talk
you,
about
Karen.
it. So funny. It's our herpes.
I'm about 4 vodka sodas in that set. So check it out. It's at Crack Comedy Club. It's like 13 minutes. And then I'll just check out the Great Hang podcast. We are finally monetized. So check it out. That's it.
Congrats.
Goodbye.